Me being a singer and a musician and an artist, I'd get back to the locker room or whatever, and it was like, we're not gonna treat you the same way.
Hey guys, it's Kirby. Welcome back to Pretty Unfiltered. Guys, I have a full house today. Well, you guys were saying half.
It's full. It's a half house. It's a half house.
But I have Club Mickey Mouse members here. Guys, why don't you introduce yourself individually?
Well, my name is Gabe de Guzman.
I'm Kai Baldwin.
I'm Sean Oliu.
And I'm Will Simmons.
And we are the boys of
Club Mickey Mouse.
That's so cute. Okay, sorry, that's adorable. So guys, congratulations. This is a huge honor. So I know a little bit about you guys because I've done my research, but what would you say each of your individual specialties is on the show?
Well, dancing is my passion, but as well as dancing, I sing, act, play instruments such as piano, drums, into filming, editing, choreographing, and just having fun.
Okay, little like one-man production studio over here. Kai, what would you say your specialty is?
Well, on the show, I am a singer-songwriter, guitar, dancer. We all do a lot of different things, so this could go on forever.
I keep staring at you because I remember you because you like rockabilly, and I thought that was so interesting, right? So tell me a little bit about that.
It's just a style of music that I love. I really want to bring today's generation a style of music that I love, which happens to be from an earlier time. Rather, I hope everybody enjoys it. And on the show, on the program, you'll be seeing me sing. I'll do a lot of singing, a lot of songwriting, playing guitar, drums, and then dancing, acting, and having fun with the castmates.
Aww.
He's a dancer now.
He's a dancer.
So you just learned how to dance, right? You weren't
did.
like the dancer of the group, okay?
Yeah, it was definitely a very fun challenge, and I have amazing castmates, with me, which is awesome because I was able to, share some of the stuff that I do, and then they were able to, in return, help me with dance moves and choreography. So it's been very fun.
He created some of his own moves.
I know.
that's amazing.
We started getting like crazy with it. You know what I mean?
And then, Will, you love to dance.
Yes, I
You're
love
the
to
dancer,
dance.
choreographer.
I'm also an actor as well. And it's funny that he said that just because he lives in Anaheim, I live in Fullerton. I actually went over to his house and we would practice the dance moves and even taught me how to play the drums. And that was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
How cool.
We have a good time. As a group, we all really enjoy hanging out with each other.
So I have to ask, do you have a favorite cast member from previous seasons?
I'm gonna go with Ryan Gosling because of his recent film in La La Land. He was phenomenal.
MMC prepared him for that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
Of course.
You guys all on board with Ryan Gosling then?
Yes,
JT.
Okay, I was hoping someone would say
Yep.
JT.
Yeah.
JT's
For me,
my boy.
JT.
What up, JT? Love you, boo. He has no idea who I am. But what up? Guys, I do want to talk about the dancing aspect of this for a little bit. Was there ever a moment, maybe growing up in school, that you ever felt like you were an outcast because you had a passion for dance?
This question was made for him.
Then Gabe,
Well,
take the stage.
Okay,
honey.
so when I was in middle school, I was being bullied because I was never out like playing on the fields, playing in basketball courts, because I was always in the studio rehearsing. And it kind of made me feel different, made me feel like the oddball of the group, but it was what I loved to do. No one else could tell me what I wanted to do or what I wanted to pursue. So I stuck with my passion, and I'm really glad that I did because now I'm sitting here as a Mouseketeer.
Yeah, it paid off big time, but also
Yeah.
that's hard to do, especially as a kid growing up, going to school. So what did you tell yourself to, kind of shut out the negativity that might have been coming at you?
Really, I just had to stay positive about everything, just be thankful for all the blessings I was being given, that I had 2 legs and 2 arms just to be able to dance, and just really be thankful for every moment that I had in my life.
Now, how did you guys find dance, the ones that love dancing?
Well, for me actually, growing up, my sister was actually a dancer. And, I watched her on stage when I was 5 years old and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Okay, let me try it out. And I started dancing and I fell in love into it. First tried hip hop, then tried every other style. And I absolutely love it so much. And even growing up, I've gone through it a lot where I was kind of not bullied, but, picked on. And I'm a homeschooled kid, so it wasn't in school, it was in other, communities and stuff like that, where they would say, oh, you're different, or you don't fit in our group. And I was like, well, it's okay, As long as I love it and I'm staying true to myself, then I'm happy.
That's a great perspective to have. Kai, Sean, what about you guys?
I was a massive sports fanatic growing up, and I was all into sports. But when I was 7, all the Australians out there, there's a sport called rugby league, and I was playing that. and one of my teammates was going out to try tap dancing classes. He hated it, so he dropped out, but he brought me along, and I absolutely loved it because it was all boys, it was all fast, it was really loud, and it was just rah!
Yeah.
And as a 7-year-old kid, that was amazing. And so I stuck with it, and then when I was 10, I was the youngest semi-finalist on Australia's Got Talent, and that was tap dancing. So that was my first real taste of what it could actually
I'm
be
like,
like.
get some snaps going here. That's
And so
amazing.
then I started singing, and
And it all
Yeah.
kind of went from
Right.
there.
Yeah.
What about you?
Just like Kai, you know, I've played sports my whole life. You know, I think that there's just a certain perception of the arts, which I think could be changed for the better.
Agreed.
Because me being a singer and a musician and an artist, you know, I'd get back to the locker room or whatever, and it was like, you know, we're not gonna treat you the same way, right? And not in all cases, but sometimes. And I think that's something that could really be changed because, you know, it's not that sports are for guys and manly guys and then you can't go sing a song in front of people, you know? If it's what you love to do, I think it's for anybody, and I think we can all agree that we've had experiences that, you know, sometimes it makes you rethink what you're doing, but I think we've all been fortunate to, you know, be blessed to, you know, keep going with the drive, and it's led to some pretty great things for us.
I think that's so well said, because a lot of times the public wants to pigeonhole, you know, stars like you into a certain mold and say, okay, you do this, but you can't do this, right?
Right, yes.
But you guys, especially on the show, in my opinion, are showing that you can sing, you can dance, you can act, you can do all of these things. You're very athletic, but you have like these vulnerable sides where you're able to sing and be very emotive. So I really loved your answer on that. I think that's so smart.
I think that those are all things that we really want to portray on Club Mickey Mouse. So, you know, you can connect with any one of us because, you know, every one of us has a different side to us. So just be on the lookout for that because, you know, there's somebody that you can always connect to.
What have you had to give up in order to make this dream a reality that maybe other kids haven't gone through?
There's a lot of time and effort that goes into things. You might have to skip the school dance or something because you have a show to do. You can sacrifice friendships sometimes, you know, or strain them rather. You know, it's like, you know, why can't you come hang out with me? Well, you know, I'm working. You know, but at the end of the day, it's what we love to do. And we're entertaining and we're putting on a show and we love it.
that's what I was about to say. For 4 years, I have been busking on the street or street performing. And every weekend we'd go out and I'd sing to hundreds of people. But I didn't find that as giving anything up because I'd much rather go sing out on the street than go to a birthday party or go hang out with somebody. Because it's what I love doing so much.
Yeah, because you weren't forced into it.
Right.
Yes, and same here actually, you know, for being homeschooled pretty much my whole life, I did miss out on a lot of the school dances and talking to other teenagers, but it was worth it. You know, I was working, I was dancing with all my friends, and I absolutely love it. And as you guys can see here, it's paying off.
Before this, in 9th and 10th grade, because I'm a junior right now, I went to a normal high school. I went back to homeschool this year, and so I did have to give up like that normal kid life, because that's kind of like what I wanted to like keep with me, so I didn't feel like really like different.
Yeah, a
but
sense of normalcy.
yeah, but I mean, it's really working out for me. I'm really enjoying it, just being able to like do what I love, especially with these amazing people.
Totally. So how does your family feel about all of this? I mean, I'm sure they're probably psyched out of their minds.
Well, my family's absolutely freaking out. My grandma is a huge fan of Mickey Mouse Club, and same as my parents. So to hear that I'm a Mouseketeer is so unreal. I'm gonna be inspiring so many generations. And it's not even just this generation itself. I'll inspire the ones before this and the ones in the future.
You guys, like Justin, Brittany, Christina, Carrie Russell, like so many accomplished actors, singers, dancers, producers have come from the Mickey Mouse Club.
It's hard to you know, let that sink in.
I want to ask real quick about Todrick. What's it been like working with him?
Oh my god.
Toddy.
So like as soon as he walked into the room, we were just like rehearsing our song, you know, just sitting on the couch. Then he comes in and starts jamming with us. I was just like, wait, oh my god. So just being able to work with him up close, like personally, it was just so amazing.
Has he offered you guys any amazing advice?
Definitely, right here.
Bingo.
I mean, being somebody who is coming without the familiarity of the dance world, he spent the extra time. I was in early, I was in afterward, really, you know, working as hard as I can to be able to, you know, keep up with all these amazing dancers. He was there right next to me, putting the extra time in, you know, to help me out and make sure that everything was down to put on a good program for everybody.
And
So,
that's one thing I love about Todrick Hall is that he's a creative genius and he is there to help you through this process, you know, like how he helped Sean, he even helped us, you know, like, hey, just have your hands cleaner for this section so it looks better on camera. And, you know, just having him there as not just a choreographer, but as a mentor itself is such an honor.
I have to ask, if you were going to be a Disney character, who would you be?
Okay.
And the sky's the
Back of your
limit.
head.
Think outside the box if you want.
Easy.
Yeah,
Gabe?
he's got his.
Stitch.
Little cutie. Little cutie.
If I could be a Disney character, I'd probably go Dash.
Dash.
Ah, okay.
Tigger's my favorite character. so Tigger, it would probably be my go-to to be able to be a character.
These are so good. I don't know who I thought you guys were going to say, but I love them.
Mickey
Well,
Mouse.
I would say Frozone, where's my super suit?
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
thank you for having us.
So happy for you. You guys can watch Club Mickey Mouse on Facebook and Instagram, and everything is behind the scenes. You can see what's going on as they're preparing for their music video debut every Thursday. So make sure that you check it out. All right, guys, let me know your favorite part of this interview in the comment section, and be sure to follow all the guys, Club Mickey Mouse. As always, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Kirby Johnson, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
I feel like we should do like the Mickey Mouse sound, like, am I? No, just kidding.
K-E-Y.
Why? Because we love you.